Oh wait, are we burning sage? Is that our?
It's too late. It's too late.
Okay, well I'm gonna do it anyways. It's never too late.
Yes.
There's no such thing as too late.
Unicorn and Dragon Girl here again, holding space for you so that you can drop into your heart space and join us and shoot the shit. If you've got comments or anything else, we would love to have conversations with you. Email us, drop us a comment in the comment section. We'll get you on here and we'll have some fun.
Yes, can we do that? Can we bring them on here and have some?
There's no limit to how many people we can have in this Zoom session,
Oh my goodness, yes. Oh my goodness, yes, connect with us and let's have fun.
Unicorn Buddy, and before we even get started, I'm just going to tell you, I went to my animal guide totem book and I just randomly opened it up and I'm looking at this thing and I'm going, oh, okay, that's awesome. And I opened it up on a page which has only writing. Well, oh, I turned the page to where it starts and guess what it is, buddy? Can you see that?
Resistance before that we talked about that I knew what it was. That's because I'm creating something special for me to know. And yeah, oh my gosh, okay, read it.
Synchronicity of information, you can't beat it.
Can we read? Will you do a unicorn reading and we can talk about animal totems?
Okay, let's turn you up a bit because I can't quite hear you. I can't turn you up a bit. Okay.
Well, I just shrilled with all sorts of excitement.
Indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Whatever the artistic vehicle through which you express your most creative self, whether it's drawing, poetry, painting, music, acting, or any other form of creative expression, make it a priority in your life by donating not only some time and energy, but perhaps even some money towards this artistic pursuit. Let the longing of your heart determine what the form of your imaginative expression is to be. But let it be one that elicits passion. Isn't that gorgeous? Passion and purpose. Now the words with this are magic, mysticism. So Mystic Life Coach.
Here I am.
Virtue, honesty, purity, chastity, oh, inspiration, protection, restoration, manifestation, power, gentleness, humility, healing, unity, and get this, virginity. Who knew that that was associated with the unicorn? Did you know?
it's
oh, you got to speak louder because you're not picking up.
What?
You need to speak louder or something because you're not. I can see that your voice isn't picking up on the.
I'll speak louder.
Yes.
Whatever you need. Whatever we need, I will do for the highest and for all of us.
Oh, so there you go. There you go. What's our topic for today?
Unicorns, mysticism, magic.
Cabals.
Whatever we need to talk about. If you open the door, I'll walk in there with you.
Okay. Wow, hasn't David Wilcock been putting it out there?
Somebody has to, and that's what I'm showing up for in these unicorn and dragon tales to do with you. I think it's time those of us with the knowledge and the gnosis begin to share and put it out there wherever we can. So yes.
You know, I'm going to relate the money especially to a lot of work that was done around the last full moon eclipse. Okay, when those spells were actually overturned and a group of people got together and decided that money needs to go everywhere. And since then, we've seen the takeoff of Bitcoin and whatnot, but I'm not trusting in Bitcoin because I know that they're saying that it's okay, but really it's AI. Even if it's a well-run AI, there are ways of getting in there and shutting it down. But it's nice to see, I am seeing around me more wealth and more abundance with people. And it's not money so much. I'm seeing more gardens, more solar, more electric cars, and things
Which
like
is true wealth. True wealth is connection to free energy.
Yeah, so it's not just, but it's not free yet. You know, I fully believe that everyone on this earth should be able to eat, drink, breathe, have a roof without any form of work, and that there shouldn't be work. It should be passion and purpose. People are made to be artists. My husband's a plumber, and he loves, even though he deals with people's effluent, he actually loves being a plumber. He likes the way the pipes look. When he gets to do a plumbing, he can make them look like a piece of art. Do you know what I mean?
That's so beautiful. Life as work, life as art.
Absolutely. Well, you know, they put a lot to vaccination for stopping a lot of deadly disease. It wasn't. It was plumbers because they took poop away and gave people cleaner lifestyles, you know. And as we were able to clean up our acts and whatnot, then health grew.
That's a whole nother episode, and you can invite your plumber specialist into that whole entire conversation.
Oh dear. But yes, but seeing this, like we're seeing a few arrests, and I keep hearing about how the cabal is falling. What have you seen? What have you noticed?
I've not witnessed anything with my physical eyes. As far as my connection and my resources, the cabal is falling, the cabal is dissolving, and there is a lot going on right now that a lot of people probably don't know about, but we are in the time of the apocalypse and the great unveiling. And truth and knowledge is coming from everywhere, and it's a matter of people choosing willful ignorance or tuning in to channels like ours and other truth speakers in the world.
Because we're living with this. Yesterday I was so tired, remember? And I realized, and I've been having these cold prickles down my back after a dragon working that I did, and getting rid of these cold, it was like a target. It's like I've been targeted in my sleep. Like I know I get pulled out to do different things on my sleep. Normally I can remember them. This I had no memory of, and I was waking up with these cold prickles up and down my spine, and getting rid of them was like peeling off Glad wrap or plastic wrap from my spine, and I had to really physically get in there and push out the love. Now this comes 2 days or 3 days after a program that we had just had saying how easy it was to remove entities. So it's like, even if other people aren't listening, someone is listening, and they're trying very hard to counteract what it is that we're doing. Like so yesterday I had to totally self-care, mud bath, juice, detoxes, still doing it today, but look at me, I'm back. I feel like I'm me again. I don't feel got my life back.
That's the power of wisdom and knowing self-care and how to bring yourself back from those places. And I know that that's both what you teach as a life coach and what I teach as a life coach. And whenever we can bring ourselves back from any type of attack or anything that could happen, that's whenever you know that you can claim magical life coach Juhl Lightheart.
I just want to bring people's awareness to if you are getting a cold, prickly sensation over your body, that can be a form of attack. There are so many forms of attack that we hear of with targeted individuals. There's the electronic ones with those directed weapons, and there's some
television. Television.
oh, programming. Oh, programming.
Start with the basics of life here. Listen, I tuned on the radio in my car as I was traveling to the grocery store, and this was yesterday, and there was programming on just everyday radio, just in the car, and the radio broadcaster was broadcasting out, his mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving, and then his turkey, and then how he wanted to take a nap after watching football, but he had to go Black Friday shopping with his wife, so he couldn't get his nap. So that's programming in itself, to program others like Black Friday shopping, Black Friday consumerism, capitalism, and it's Black Friday in America where I'm at today. I've got to bring it up, the programming, because I mean, whoever's watching this, yes, it's basic programming from television to just everyday radio in the car. It's really important what channels you tune into, and as a channel, and you as a channel, I'm speaking for the channels that we tune into, because it's really important.
And which raises another really good. Now, I was in a group and I saw that this lady had a query because she couldn't get her mind still. Now, she was using guided meditations, 432 hertz, and crystals, and all this stuff, which are all, 432 hertz. That's another. Well, it is a programming. Oh, it is a program. I mean, even if it's a good one, it is a program. And all these wonderful things. But she had so many different things coming on, and was using so many things, she forgot the most important thing, which is breathe. And simply be.
That's why I'm simply Kerrie. I just there are a lot of spiritual teachers out there where I hear things from my clients and others that I've worked with, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you said, they're doing all these different things. And so I'm wondering, who's teaching basics? Who's sharing just the basics of being?
I guess when we connect with our breath and we look for the pause between our breath, and we say, thank you, thought, for sharing, but later, that brings us into a whole new aspect. And as people don't realize, the body breathes. It's not just the chest, it's not just your lungs, it's every piece of your body. If you concentrate on it, forms its own breath. You can actually get it pulsing. And I think, for me, one of the things I love about the shamanic practices and actually getting back outside into nature is you can sit and breathe with the earth. You can sit there and expand and contract, and it fills you back up. It does. Well,
true. I'm like, truth. Truth. Well, and it's important to share because, one, to get out of the head, the constant thoughts that most of the thoughts aren't even our own thoughts because of the programming. So don't always believe your thoughts. And to come into the breath,
I still sometimes hear Mum's voice.
You what?
Still sometimes hear Mum's voice.
At least you know who it belongs to. That's great. I mean, and, hey, I have had so much programming injected into me. There was a time where I did not know the difference or whose voice that it was because I did not have control over my own mind. And so now I realize that either there's some serious MK Ultra mind control because I know that from the womb that my life has been attacked, and my knowing trying to be taken from me and what I know. Either that, or I am just either that, or I'm just this incredible person who came in to choose all these different attacks that I've been through, to have the wisdom to be able to free anybody from whether, you know, mental attacks or emotional bondage or any type of bondage. And so I'm just flowing with it. I'm just rolling with it. You know, whatever goodness it brings, the highest and best for the whole. That's really what I'm here for. Because how many times I ask myself, how many times why would I incarnate, you know, at such a time as this on this planet? And those are the only two things left that make sense after going as deep as I can ever go.
And because I suffered sexual abuse and whatnot and programming from a very early age. I'm a telecommunications child in New Zealand. And I'm not even sure that people are aware that New Zealand had its own MK Ultra programming. And I had a 100-meter swimming record and whatnot when I was 10 years old. So I definitely had some super soldier tinkering in there. And I have I was trafficked when I was 17. I was seriously drugged and woke up 3 months later working in a brothel. How's that for out there? Absolutely.
Well, that makes sense then, how the universe brought us together, because wow, this is the first time you've revealed this to me.
The bits that I can remember, because I can't remember much of that time, but bits that I can remember are being taken from Wellington to Auckland, Wellington to Auckland, Wellington to Auckland. I remember meeting Max Spears, which is really strange because Max would have had to have been very young, but he looked 18.
You met Spears?
Yeah, on a yacht on New Year's Eve on Auckland Harbour. And I don't remember very much about, but I remember several dudes on that particular end. I don't remember much about that scenario. But I remember going from Auckland to Wellington, and I'm pretty sure they were using my Kundalini.
Oh, I know that there have been uses of Kundalini, because that Kundalini and the children's life force energy and their soul's essence, that's what they're feeding off of. And my Kundalini is powerful, and so I have no doubt. That's what I'm saying. There are some people or some beings who have some things to answer to, because I'm not dead and you're not dead and we're alive and we have voices, unicorn and dragon tails, and there's going to be some sacred justice in these lands of this great Mother Earth herself.
That's going to be my next working, actually, this full moon. I am actually going to hold a court. I'm going to call in a court. And I'm going to say, okay, you've been promising this and you've been promising this and you've been promising this. I've brought these children forth for you. Where's their safety? You know, what is going on? Why are these children still being trafficked around the world? You're saying that the cabal is coming down? Concrete, please. Make it real. You know,
I'm joining you as the protector of the children. I am joining you. And my daughter Grace is currently being trafficked in these American courts, and I have been doing everything I can with my pro se sovereign law consultant to bring justice in these lands. And every time I go into these courts, I call them the belly of the beast. And I know that I'm going to black magic. I know that I'm going into somewhere where I'm seeing soulless, where I have no soul, and every constitutional liberty, right to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness has been violated. And most people don't even know that it is a constitutional right for children to know their parents. So every child who has been taken from their parent all across wherever, I'm talking specifically in America, every child that has been taken from their parent, it is a constitutional right that children know their parents. So yeah, I'm in. As protector of the children, I'm in with you.
How can 300,000 children disappear in America every year, unlocated, unfound? How can that be a real statistic? That's almost 500,000. Where are those children?
Where are they? Where are these children? I'm calling it out right now, and I'm speaking all of this out, for all of life is sacred. And it is time. It's time. When two or more gathered together, I'm telling you, this is it. Yeah, we're going to do some serious, we're doing it now. Not we're going to, like, we're already, like, it's happening just by us speaking it out. Oh my gosh, we're like doing this live in real time together. Oh, this is so awesome. I love you so much, Dragon Buddy. It's time.
We are creating the end of those systems. And it's not that I don't believe in governance. I do. And I can remember times from lives where governance was by the elders and by people who knew every single person's name of the people that they were looking after. And I can remember those times, and justice was real. It was a very real thing, you know. But I think women were treated differently, and children were, because children were treasures. You know, they were treasures. They still are. They're just treasures.
I remember those same times, and those are the times that we're moving in, and these systems just have to dissolve so that we can go back to those times that we remember that we're here to create. And you know, as
I want those values with today's tools. I don't want to go back to pissing in a pot.
Okay. Well, modern
composting
and love.
Happy with a toilet.
Yes, modern technology and love can exist in the same timeline.
If we take control, if we are taking responsibility for ourselves and owning our power over these tools rather than letting these tools use us. I think it's key. Absolute key. Oh, Cabal, come on. Just give up already. I mean, after the eclipse, they've got to know they were done. I mean, we stopped their programming of the planet. We removed their entities. We gave, you know, so the power that they were trying to get was no longer there and available for them. We burned those. You burned that bridge. So can't they just give up? Can't they just like go? Or do you think that they're really so ingrained within themselves that they can't see that their demise is upon them?
This is my experience with that mindset and that mentality, only because I have had to encounter it with former husband.
Oh, I love husband. Okay, yeah, come on.
So what I can say about that mindset and that disconnection from the heart space is, okay, because think about it. They're not in their heart space. That's where divine intelligence resides. And so it's, once you're not even in that place, it's willful ignorance, because that's where intelligence resides. So literally they're in this place so consumed by ego that they can't even see that it's dissolving, because that ego, that it's that false ego. Now, if they were connected to their divine intelligence, then they could see, yes, that this is happening. But because they can't even connect to the vibration of love, they don't even know the power of love or the divine intelligence that exists in the heart space and in that space. So no, they can't see.
Even listening, they do have the ability and the capacity to connect their hearts and reconnect if they want.
It's all choice.
Capacity, but it's the choice. But what has happened is, after the eclipse, we reached a certain consciousness level whereby, if you think of the earth as maybe once being 50-50, you know, just like an election, and if 51% of the people thought this way, and they got their consciousness together at the same time, then that consciousness would rule. But what happened is, during that period, because we finally got it together and used the star dates and the planet dates rather than corporal time or the geometrian time that they've given us, we actually got it together and used that specific time, our consciousness out through their consciousness for the first time in many, many years. and our consciousness is of that loving vibration. And that's why if people are feeling more the love and they are waking up, and it's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm noticing too that others that I encounter, they're able to tune in just like that, and then there's a clear channel and they're able to receive the higher frequency. Just that's what I'm encountering and experiencing.
Same.
In the world.
It's just delightful. It's just absolutely delightful. Oh dear. As well as the light changes and the color changes and whatnot, it is absolutely delightful. It's good to be back. Man, they're vicious. They can get really, really vicious, you know, and it's like, give up already. It's over. You've lost. Give
Oh,
up.
I know. If anybody knows, I know.
Same.
If for me, it just got to the point, okay, I still have breath. I am alive. So that means that, you know, it's not over.
And
I've the trauma programming and the MK Ultra and all of that. I mean, it's intentionally injected and implanted for you to give up and to feel powerless and helpless.
And then you've got that fear, which they feed their magic on, or their whatever it is on. Yeah. Which brings us back to the breath, you know, and about how we're not being taught to breathe properly, breathe from our stomachs, and about our energy centers. And I know a lot of people don't use chakra and whatnot anymore because some believe that they're a reptilian soul connection until you get up to the higher chakra. But those parts of the body hold and store memories. And you really want to like try and breathe into your pelvic floor, relax it as you're breathing in, tighten it as you're breathing out. And that bit in between your pelvic floor and your tummy button, you really want to start breathing into that and feeling that moving, because what that's going to do is it's going to pump that programming out. Literally pump, especially if you're doing intention. If you're being conscious about it and using your intention around these things, it will literally start pumping them out. Then move on to your belly button, get your belly button going in and out, and pump out excess power and power of other people over you into your heart. It'll be coming from your heart anyway. But you know, most people I think can feel their heart breathing. Look at the throat. Actually feel that throat, you know, opening and closing, and pump that out into the pineal or into the center of your brain, because we don't work out the center of our brains very often. And this is that left-right brain control. We want to get that receptive feminine and that focused masculine working. So into that pineal, just 3 pumps, feel it moving. And then into the crown, because you know that's where we connect to source from. Up the axiom, that is our spine. Fall into your higher self for the greatest good of all.
Yes.
Give it a hug. Give your higher self a hug and merge.
Merging with the sovereign self. The only way to exist.
Oh, how many programs just drawn through giving away free information?
What? I'm feeling so good right now. What did you say?
How many programs did we just ruin through giving away free information?
Every time we come on here, we're giving away a lot for free. That, you know, but it is what it is. Here's what I value, and I know a lot of other people value too, and that's why I love what we do, because connecting with another being, like coming together, that's where the mystic and the magic really happens. And so to be able to have a life coach who carries the mystic and the magic and is willing to share it so freely, and then it's where it comes together, just the one-on-one coaching. I mean, I know that, a lot of people do online programs. For me, I love one-on-one.
Same, but I do run online programs, but I do them live. But the word programs, again.
I'm trying to change, because I don't even want to use the word program. I want it to be like Rainbow Unicorn Gathering, sacred ceremony right here in this space. You want some transformation? Come to me and my dragon buddy live and let's do it. That's what I want to change it to. And I think I just did.
Well, and yeah, because it makes it, I don't feel as if I'm in that space, because I have this recognition of energy as, even though money is an energy and it touches every aspect of our lives, there is more to the abundance that is available. There's energy exchange of ideas, love, heart exchange, and you know that when these fields hit and unite, it elevates everything around it.
I know that, Dragon Buddy, because I just know that. So then what we're sharing then and what we're creating then is online circle gatherings, and we're holding the sacred space. So, all right, how many can we bring into our gatherings this way?
I've seen, I don't know, I think it's like, this is a free one. I've seen on paid ones that they can have like 500, up to 500 people kind of thing. Some of them are 170 or 100. So I'll have to go in and research that, which I really...
Well, then let's bring our gatherings online, and instead of calling them programs, let's just hold space, do what we do best, and raise the vibration and raise the roof and all limitation and dissolve it.
And teach these basic, simple skills of how to connect with Earth, how to connect with Source without needing intermediaries. Exactly. I love that people use
direct connection. No more you said it. Intermediaries.
Go directly there yourself and use your inner knowing, so yeah, okay.
The power.
That's what we're doing. You said it would come out.
Yes, it always does when we come together and do this live. This is the power and the beauty of showing up live and us saying this is, because this is real, and I have sought out other people to teach me, or other soul practitioners, and I mean, I have a lot of wisdom. I've been around the globe as far as like teachers and what's real in life, because I say love is the only thing that's real, all else is illusion, and all of life is sacred, and my question has been, who's teaching this? And I haven't been finding it, so we are. So we'll teach, and we'll bring everybody together, and we'll come together and circle and do what we do best, and we'll do it here. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And then I'm creating a Facebook page for everybody to come together. We'll have to decide, how it comes together, but I'm creating that, and then we'll get it together and come and offer it. Episode 4, our offering.
Well, what we can do is we can, if people who are on the list or whatever, we can send them an email invite to come to the live gathering, and we can stream it on the Facebook and stream it on the YouTube, and then there's the recording which we can just hang on the YouTube anyway.
Well, at least we know the next steps that we're being guided to, because in a limitless world of, limitless possibilities and limitless creations, I'm I'm here for the highest and best, obviously, for my soul's path and my journey, and my daughter, getting her out of these courts that have been human trafficking her, and for my own human rights with the city and county of Denver, who have been trying to take my life from me and violate my human rights. And so, yeah, I guess with all of the greats that have come before me, Martin Luther King is one of my inspirations. And, I mean, how long has this been going on? I mean, he's back in the 60s and we're still like trying to fight for our human rights. I say we don't fight anymore. I just say that me and you, we teach everybody how to come back into their bodies and their hearts and empower themselves, because that's true power. And we the people, we take our power back, and we just come into our sovereign selves and we merge, and everything, it just dissolves from there.
It does. It does. Um, when you begin to take responsibility for your own power and where you are within the world, it changes everything. It gives you power over what you create. And the pieces are the breath, the mind, the heart, and our bodies, because we are at this time in a 3D reality. Our heads may be in 5D consciousness or 7D or 8D or 9D, but what is happening to our bodies is taking place in a 3D space.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I've noticed that there's a lot of misunderstandings in different Facebook groups, and a lot of people are confused about what 5D is or other higher dimensions. And yes, our body is in this third dimensional realm, and all the other realms are in the inner workings of our mind, because our minds have full potential to the highest realms. So I wanted to clarify that, because a lot of people ask questions.
I think that what happened was people got confused because Terra's consciousness evolved.
Yeah, she is.
And she's going to shake off all the not in 5D. So really good reason to get your vibration rising higher.
I've been terraplaning. I know exactly what you're talking about. I went to get gas yesterday, and the young man who was working, he listens to frequency, and he asked me, about meditation. And so that's when I realized, like, let's just, let's get back to the basics of life and make this common knowledge for everybody. That's what I'm here for. So I'm with you. Let's do it. We're doing it now. We've been doing it. And so, yeah, I feel like after this broadcast, because I've been taking these divinely aligned masculine action steps.
Absolutely.
And let's get some clarity on feminine and masculine. I've been taking these divinely aligned masculine action steps for a while now, showing up every day. And I feel like after this broadcast is going to be my self-care, and focusing on me, and bringing all of my energy back to myself and nurturing myself.
Oh no. I have an exercise for that, Kerrie.
We have a lot of those. Do I get a mud bath? I want to roll around in the mud. My unicorn just wants to roll around in a nice mud bath. Do I get a mud bath?
When there's no mud bath available, you simply part your fingers, breathe in. I send your energy back to you. Blow it out in all 4 directions, and then draw your energy back. Breathe in through your mouth and out through your nose in all 4 directions. Catching up. Dragon wings.
Unicorn wings. The wings are sprouting. Our first episode. Do you remember that wings are sprouting? I'm still gonna take my mud bath. I've got some beautiful clay that I'm just gonna earth in.
Yeah, I had one yesterday, and it was absolutely lovely. So
I enjoy my introverted time with myself, and for me, I have to have the balance. And I've been taking a lot of divinely masculine action steps, and yesterday was a full action step day for me. So I'm ready to just like be introverted and read a book and be in the bathtub for like 2 hours, 3 or 4.
I hear that. I did that yesterday, so it was all good. Yeah.
I know your yesterday is going to be my this evening.
Day ahead. Coming from down south. Day ahead. Okay, so you are.
She that exists, unicorn woman.
And can
Right.
be found at.
Well, I can be found at I am simply Kerrie on Facebook, and also She That Exists, her story channel on YouTube. I need to start broadcasting on YouTube. It's been a while. I haven't given YouTube any of my attention.
You can download these and upload these on there. I mean, or the ones that I send you on the mail. You just put
I definitely have that on the list of my action steps. Literally.
Lightheart.
JuhlLightheart.com, everybody. Magical life coach. Juhl Lightheart.
Magical light coach. Maybe it be.
You know what? I'm just like I have my websites purchased, and there's just so much for me to do right now as far as where I'm aligning my action steps. And I'm willing even to take emails, if there's some serious connection, going on. I mean, this is what I'm here for. I live and breathe for this.
Yeah.
Public speaking, radio, my schedule, I've opened myself up for it. I'm open. I've opened my calendar. I'm ready. Well, with the MK Ultra programming, it there's a lot of fear attached to that, and so I had to shed all of that.
Yeah,
all of that.
I do know. They call us monarchs.
Yeah, that monarchy mind control, like it'll keep you silent. And on top of that, I've had 4 attacks on my throat in my life. So that's a clear sign right there that I need to speak. And so thank you for bringing me out of my comfort zone.
What I do. Because I've been there. I know how to do it. Well, I don't know how to do it. I know how I did it, and I'm pretty clear on how to support others and how they can do it too.
Oh yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful gathering in co-creation, and I've always dreamt of co-creating and working with somebody that I've felt is this reflection of where I'm at. And so this dragon buddy friendship is it's very meaningful to me, but you already know that.
And it's returned. Much love.
Oh God. Okay, until next time. Okay, all of life is sacred. Unicorn and dragon tails. Unicorn
and dragon tails.
Unicorn and dragon tails.